Hello, back with another video. This is going to be a little project. I'm going to see if I can get this Elgin Starburst Sunburst clock to run. Remember, I found this at the garage sale, estate sale, for 75 cents, and the people said it did not work. So I did clean it up already, just for the cosmetic part of it. I just used some Old English oil and cleaned up the wood, and I also cleaned up the brass. So it was really dusty and dirty, and the wood cleaned up nice. So it was nice. It was stored indoors, and there was no damage to the wood. And the face itself looks pretty nice. One thing I did notice that may have been a problem is the minute hand and the second hand were like smashed. So more than likely when they took it off the wall to move it, the two got pushed together, and that may have been an issue where the second hand would not move, it'd catch on the minute hand. So I separated those. And if a clock has been sitting for a while, things get stuck. So a good thing to do is just rotate the hands. So rotate the hands a couple times to loosen them up. So tried that. Now I do have clearance now on the second and minute hand here. So this is the back of the clock. So this is an Elgin, and you can see the battery compartment was a little bit corroded. I've already cleaned it and let it dry. So I used some white distilled vinegar, used a Q-tip, and cleaned the connections. So cleaning it, the connections, rotating the hands, and maybe a little bit of oil on the mechanism might help a little bit. So I'm going to put in this battery and see if she'll fire up. So I installed the battery, and voila, we have a working clock. As you can tell, this is a nicer model. The clock mechanism is more advanced than just the simple double or triple A style. This is an Elgin, a well-known manufacturer, so it does have a higher quality movement, and see the wheel turning in there. So I do have a working clock. See the second hand going. So just little tips to rotate the second hands, the minute and second hand. Make sure the hands aren't touching, clean your contacts, and try a battery. So we have that, and I did a eBay search. Like I said, I haven't searched these clocks in a while, and I found a similar Starburst Elgin, and this is not sold, but they're asking $350. So it's a pretty similar style than the one I have here. So pretty good value, 75 cents turned into several $100s. I have a place on the wall for this. This is something we're going to keep. So I'm going to show you another clock I picked up probably about 6 months ago. It's just been sitting in the basement, and I'll give you a hint on how to deal with one of these type of clocks. So what I have here is just it's another Sunburst, Starburst style clock. I can't exactly remember where I found this. It may have been a church sale or maybe another garage sale, but I think I got this for less than $1, $1.50, and the reason it was so inexpensive was because one of the hands was broken off. So I actually removed the mechanism This is just a Sears and Roebuck sunburst starburst clock, probably from the 60s. But the value on these clocks is not the mechanism, if it's not an advanced mechanism like the Elgin. The value is in the design. So you can actually pick up replacement movements, mechanisms on eBay for fairly inexpensive. So it's pretty simple. You just remove the nut on the clock face and the whole mechanism comes off. And you can actually just buy a replacement on eBay, and generally they're fairly inexpensive. So here's something you can buy, just a quartz clock movement, and it's only $4.92 with free shipping. So a little tip, when you come across these type of clocks, even if they're broken, you can remove the movement and buy a replacement on eBay, and they're fairly easy to install. So I think I have a place. I'm going to mount these on the wall and I'll show you guys what they look like. So I did get them hung up. This is my loft area. So here they are in their glory. The Elgin Sunburst Starburst clock in working condition, and the Sears and Roebuck mounted. I will order the movement for that and install that. Again, probably with purchasing the movement in this one, you know, $6 or $7 invested in these two clocks. Great pickups. Until next time, take care.